medienMITTWEIDA Video.
Hi, I'm here today with the founder of Wikipedia, Jimmy Wales. Jimmy, it's a pleasure being here. So Jimmy, let me ask you my first question. What is your favorite article on Wikipedia?
There's a funny one that I like called Heavy Metal Umlauts, which is about how a lot of heavy metal bands use an umlaut in their name to make them seem more Teutonic and Germanic and tough. But they often put them in wrong places or that don't make any sense. The most famous being the umlaut over the N tab. It's a hilarious article, and it's amazing.
So let's go back to the roots for a bit. How did you come up with the idea of Wikipedia and the wiki concept in general?
Well, I was watching the growth of the free software movement or open source software and saw programmers coming together to create all the really great software that runs the internet, things like Linux, Apache, Perl, PHP, MySQL. And I realized that this kind of collaboration could extend beyond just software into all kinds of cultural work.
What do you think were the main factors of Wikipedia's success story?
Well, I think that the main factor is, user participation, respect for the community, and trying to think about what tools do the community need to be able to get done what it is that they want to accomplish. I think that was really key. I also think that it's a very simple idea, the idea of a free encyclopedia for everyone, that really makes it easy for people to understand immediately what they're supposed to be doing.
What were the biggest changes at Wikipedia in the last 2 years that made, in your opinion, a big impact to the users and editors?
Well, I think that, Wikipedia has been very slow-moving in terms of the software. It's all been fairly stable. I think, we've made some minor changes that have had impact on the users, but there hasn't been that much change. Unlike at Wikia, where we are pushing forward pretty quickly with a lot of innovative change.
I have noticed a review button on the German version of Wikipedia, so admins have to authorize changes on several articles. Is this something which will roll out globally on the site?
Well, yeah, we've had a review of a system that's a little more complicated than the German system, but it's what the community had asked for. And we're going to very soon be thinking about what are the next stages in that trial. And so we'll be making a decision in the next day or two about what happens next. But we're definitely, planning to continue with it.
Most likely, the last time most users heard about your name was in December of last year when you asked in a personal appeal for donations to support the Wikipedia project. The appeal was a huge success because it was shown in every single article on Wikipedia. So what were the learnings of this round?
Every year we do this. We start the fundraiser and then we have my personal appeal, and that always brings in the most money. I think that we've learned that people do like to see a person, or that someone is asking them for help rather opposed to just a generic website. In the past, our fundraiser has not been that scientifically determined. We didn't do good A/B testing and things like that. And this year, we're going to do more of that and be a little bit more solid with gathering data and figuring out what really works so that we have to bother people for a shorter period of time.
Would you call this appeal as the Obama way, which he took in 2008 for micro-donations?
Yeah, in a certain sense. I mean, certainly Obama was very successful in getting small donations online, and that's the way we've always gotten our money. Of course, we were doing it long before him, so I think he should maybe call it the Wikipedia way.
Let's talk more about content contribution. Who's, in your opinion, the ideal author for Wikipedia? Is it someone who randomly creates and updates articles about several topics, or someone who's an expert in his field and is continuously contributing to a specific topic?
I think that it's really important that we have people who specialize in certain areas, who really know the area deeply and want to make sure it's all good. And we also need general editors who are doing all kinds of work on all kinds of different things. So I don't think there's any real either or there.
It seems to be pretty hard for new members of Wikipedia to contribute to already well-established articles. Some studies from online are trying to explain the situation with the resistance of long-term users towards newbies and their edits. As a result, the number of newly created articles has continuously dropped, and exhausting discussions about the relevance of articles frighten off a large amount of users. How will Wikipedia try to engage fresh members into the encyclopedia?
There's a lot of effort underway to look at the usability of the website, and there's a lot of effort there. In particular, we're interested in bringing in different kinds of editors, more women, for example, some older people editors. So there's a lot of different initiatives underway in terms of looking at what are the obstacles that people have to joining and trying to figure out how to make things as good as possible for everyone.
Could we already use the term content crisis like the media has been using for a while?
Yeah, that's a bit exaggerated. Wikipedia is doing just fine. There's new content all the time, lots and lots of it.
What is Wikipedia doing and going to do in relation to the social space? Could you imagine seeing a login over Facebook Connect?
No, I don't think we'll be doing anything like that. At Wikipedia, it's a very different community. I mean, it's possible that some of these features will be added eventually, but not anytime soon.
Let's talk more about Wikipedia and our college life. Most of our professors in Germany are recommending Wikipedia as a first place for our research, but strongly advise us to use alternative sources for our main thesis, and in their opinion, Wikipedia is not a credible source. Do you personally think Wikipedia could be used as a primary source in academic life?
I don't think it's really necessary, and it's not something that I think we should really worry too much about. I think the appropriate role for the encyclopedia in the research process is to give broad, very high quality, but broad background knowledge to help us guide us in our research efforts, to help us have the background that we need to go deeper.
So as a student, how would you use Wikipedia to do research about a topic?
In general, I think it's what you really want to do is have use Wikipedia to get yourself oriented on a topic. In other words, not to try to write your paper directly. If you start reading what you're writing about and you find that don't really understand what's going on, then you can use Wikipedia to get up to speed, basically.
Wikiversity is the youngest project of the Wikimedia Foundation and was founded for academic use. What is the ongoing process about the project? It seems to be pretty empty.
I think it's too early to tell, and I think that so far Wikiversity has been a disappointment. They don't have a clear concept of what they're trying to accomplish, and as a result, they're not achieving very much. I just think there's some difficulties with that project.
WikiLeaks has gained a lot of media momentum in the last half year. Besides the Wiki name and the branding confusion, the Wikipedia Foundation and WikiLeaks have nothing to do with each other at all. Still, what is your position towards the project?
Well, I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's a good thing if people do have an avenue for leaking publicly important information. But I think they've been very careless, and they've leaked information that doesn't seem to be beneficial to any particular public interest, but may cause good people harm. And so I can't really be a full supporter of what they're doing.
Let's talk about Wikia, and I have to be careful to talk about it in a neutral way. Where does Wikia belong in the world of Wikipedia?
Well, I think of Wikipedia as the encyclopedia and Wikia as the rest of the library. It's a thing that doesn't belong in the encyclopedia, basically. So it's, a very deep analysis of all kinds of topics. It's humor sites, it's political activism. It's anything that doesn't belong in the neutral encyclopedia.
Do you contribute content to Wikia?
I spend most of my time I'm contributing to Wikipedia. At Wikia, I'm not really deeply knowledgeable about things like law, so I'm just a fan. I don't know enough to contribute, but I know enough to read.
Wikipedia isn't fully available in all countries around the globe. So, for example, what is the current situation in China?
The current situation is that they filter certain articles, but the vast majority of Wikipedia is available. This seems to be stable at the present time. We don't think they're going to block us, but we also don't think they're about to lift the block on the pages that they don't like. But I think in the long run, we hope to be more and more accessible in China and, well, everywhere around the world, but it takes time.
What is your attempt to lower the ban of articles?
Well, it's different and different. I do try to have dialogue with as many government officials as I can and advocate for greater freedom of speech, but I'm not sure anybody really listens to me. I think it's really more about making sure that Wikipedia is high quality and full of information that people really want to have so that the public will complain if they're not able to access everything. I think that's very powerful in the long run.